Good morning, May. Good morning. I don't know if I've showed you this before. I prefer to bake my bacon. So I usually set it on 365. And then I line, I line a sheet pan with foil and then throw my bacon there. If I want to save the grease, I just make a V out of the foil and pour it into a jar. This is pretty thin bacon. It'll only take 10 or 12 minutes. That's it. So much easier. No mess on my stove. It really doesn't make much of a mess in the oven. Easy to dispose of the grease. It's Wednesday. You know what? Yesterday was my 30th vlog. I made it 30 solid days. Didn't miss a day. Got everything edited and uploaded every day. Even if it took till midnight sometimes. Is there anything you would like to see that I'm not showing? Any particular questions you have? I'm going to try and do more cooking. And as it's warming up and my foot's healing, I'm going to get out and explore some hiking trails and some things like that soon. So, any questions? Let me know. So there's one thing I've been meaning to talk about. Back on March 1st, which was over 2 months ago, I decided to give up dairy and alcohol. I gave up dairy because even though I only ate a little bit of cheese and some cream, I feel like dairy may be affecting me in a negative way for inflammation. So I'm like, you know what, I just need to get rid of it completely and see what happens. I've kept butter in the mix, and I figured if I was still having problems, I'd take butter out, and so far I'm doing really well. I also decided to get rid of alcohol because alcohol is one of those things where I don't drink a lot, but when I do drink, I am constantly having the conversation in my head that I want a glass of wine or I want to drink wherever we go, and it's detrimental to my personal health. When you look at back and all the things like the chronic fatigue and the fibromyalgia and all the things that I've overcome, alcohol is definitely not worth going back into those states. And I do find that when I drink too much alcohol of any kind, eventually my pains start to creep back in. I could probably moderate it and drink it, say, once every couple of weeks and be fine. But as soon as I start drinking it again, I start having those conversations of how much can I have, justifying having another drink. And you know what, when you go 100% no, those conversations stop because there is nothing left to discuss, I guess, in your head. There's no shopping for wine. There's no, maybe tonight I'm stressed, I think I can have a drink. So anyways, I gave up alcohol and dairy 100% March 1st. My progress thus far is immediately, within 3 to 4 weeks, I dropped almost 5 pounds. I've dropped another pound since then. So I've dropped a total of 6 pounds in 2 months, removing dairy. I only weigh 109 pounds now. So for me to drop 6 pounds that quick, I've been the same weight for quite a while. I rarely ever go up and down. I really have to work out hard or adjust calories to lose weight. So for me to just drop weight like that with dairy is a huge indicator that I had an issue with it. Alcohol-wise, 2 months, not a drop, not a drink. You know, the first month it's kind of hard. You go to a function or two, you go to a restaurant where you usually have a glass of wine, and that comes up. But you know what? I'm at 2.5 months now, and it rarely ever crosses my mind. It was funny. I was at the banquet, the hunter conservation banquet, and everybody who passed me reeked of alcohol. And I don't think it's that they've had a lot to drink, it's that I'm just so super sensitive to it now. All I could smell was whiskey and beer all night. So that is the downside when you give up alcohol. Sometimes you're super sensitive to it. So push yourself. If you think that there's something that you need to test, give it up 100%, at least for 30 days. See what happens. Right now I'm giving it up for a year, although I suspect I'll give them up permanently, but I'm trying it for a year. So that's my progress. What should we have with our bacon this morning? Well, it's probably going to be eggs. Do we have scrambled, fried, or coconut egg bread? I love the green ones. I think we'll go for some coconut egg bread. Yeah. I keep my flours in the fridge, actually, so they last a little longer. This is my coconut flour. And mason jars, easy way to go. You can get them cheap. Stock up on some mason jars. You can even buy plastic lids for them. I'll show you. Like, here's a plastic lid. You can buy them for the wide mouth and for the smaller jars. You know, I make this 2-8 coconut bread almost every day, and I don't know if I've given instructions on it. Take some butter or some coconut oil, about a tablespoon, and melt it. Then I add in 2 eggs and mix that up. I'll add in 2 heaping teaspoonfuls of coconut flour. It really doesn't take much. So 2 heaping teaspoonfuls of coconut flour, a half a teaspoon of baking powder. And I mix that up. Let me set you aside for a sec. Once it's thoroughly mixed, you can see it's not real thick. Stick this in the microwave for about 1 minute 40 seconds. When you take it out, the bowl will be very hot. It'll be nice, it'll be kind of springy, and it will have started to pull away from the sides. Plop it out. Then I like to slice it into 3 slices using a slightly serrated knife. Ta-da! And stick it under the broiler in the oven, because I don't have a toaster or a toaster oven anymore. And I broil it until it's brown on both sides, add butter, and then I like to put some preserves sweetened with xylitol on it. You can do other things. I think just butter alone, it doesn't quite do it. You can experiment with this recipe and the flavors to try and get to what you want. I originally got the recipe off of Mark's Daily Apple form, and I think it originally called for flax meal, but I can't eat flax meal, so I just used coconut flour. So I toasted it, added some butter, and bacon, of course. And voila, we have breakfast. First day back in the Vibrams since I sprained my foot falling down the stairs. Can you tell where I'm at? I'm making toys. Make things that look like this to hang in their cages. Foraging tubes with chopsticks and other stuff stuffed in them. That's an African gray. He doesn't like to be seen. Tico, what are you doing? You good bird? Hi. Hi. Gracie, are you playing with your box? Whoa. Are you a big, strong bird? You're goofy, that's for sure. I don't think I mentioned it before. Today is volunteer day. I was at the bird rescue. So those birds you just saw were all a couple from the rescue. Just back from grocery shopping. Let's see what we have today. I think I might make goulash, just because I suspect I'm not going to have a lot of time to cook. So I got some stuff for that. Some more coconut flakes, because they were on sale. Cucumber. A couple artichokes, they were both on sale. Bean sprouts. I'm probably gonna make maybe a antelope lo mein tonight, and the cabbage will be the lo mein. Some squash and zucchini. some green pepper or green scallions to go with romaine and onion, some ginger. And then, let's see, some lunch meat for hubby to snack on. Turkey organs, yum! Those are for the cats. I don't claim to eat those yet. I'd like to find some organic supplies of that, and then maybe I'll try it. Pork was on sale, so I thought I'd get some for the cats. Cat food. Some chorizo was on sale. A lot of pork products today. Just got some stuff that was on sale, like some bacon, a couple different kinds of bacon, ham for hubby, Canadian bacon. I think that's it. So we got veggies for a couple nights' dinners, lots of pork products, and cat food. Went to go peel the sweet potato to cook it, and it is totally rotten. The funny thing is if you grab the backside, it's fine. I must not have felt all the way around. Note to self. I mean, this is only a few days old, so it was obviously rotten at the store and I didn't see it. Ugh. Nodivorous. Well, I guess it's sweet potatoes out. I'm gonna make myself an artichoke. Steam. Munching on some coconut flakes while I wait forever for this to cook. Probably should just microwave it, shouldn't I? Oh well. I'm stubborn like that. Video editing assistant. Asia, you're not very helpful. I had to set them up a chair. Because when they would jump in the window, the birds would fly off out of the bird feeder. So now I can peek at them. Do we need a booster seat for you? I think with that many birds, they might put a whooping up on you. Antelope, backstrap lo mein. Having a small bit of chocolate. Tell everybody good night.